Good morning, YouTube. Pulling into the shop here, Knox Kershaw Incorporated. We're gonna pick up a transmission for a KBR 925 and a new guy we're gonna do a little training with. We're gonna load it up, the good old service truck here, and we're gonna haul it up to Galesburg, Illinois. Place the transmission for a customer. Stay tuned. I hope you're gonna enjoy this video. All right, we've made it to Galesburg, Illinois last night. Remove the boots. We picked up our transmission, got it loaded up. We drove a little bit, then we stopped, retightened our load. We didn't have to retighten it again. Everything stayed good and tight the whole way here. It's all strapped down nice, neat. So this is the 6-speed funk transmission that we put in our LS regulators. It's made by John Deere. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah. It's made by John Deere. These are our 6 coil packs. This is the input for the motor. And there's 2 yokes, one on this side, one on that side. Those are the outputs. Makes it a 4-wheel drive machine. These are the coils that energize the hubs right here. So you have, they're not labeled out here. This is number 4. This one we don't actually use. This is designed for a combine. And a combine actually has reverse gears. We don't use reverse gears because we have a 2-directional motor. So this one's not used. So we leave it on as a spare. That way if anything happens and they're out in the field, they don't have a spare on their truck or in their car, whatever they have this one. So the way these work is pretty simply. You have 1, 2, and 3, and then 5 and 6. And 1 plus 6 makes first gear. 1 plus 5 makes second gear. And that is first gear low, first gear high. And then we go to third gear, which is second gear low, and then second gear high, and then third gear low, and then third gear high. And that's gears 1 through 6. I know, it's a little weird, but that's the way the machine works. Also, we don't use this in the machine because it's just too hard to get to down the frame. But if you didn't have a dipstick, you could actually check your oil levels here. You have the top one, which is still, and then the bottom one, which is with it running. So yeah. Drain plug at the bottom. Get a good look at the output yokes. So plugs will come out, hoses will go in there. Oh, there's one little feature, one little thing. These things have this little crooked little hose here, little metal steel line, copper line, I'm not sure what it's made out of, but it's a metal line. And if that gets pinched off real bad, it's a vent that drains out of the spline input area. So it's what lubricates those bearings there. And if that gets full, it'll blow the seals back and it'll just puke oil out of this spot here. So that little tube has to make sure that it's okay. It got a little bit bent when we were loading it yesterday, but it's actually not pinched off entirely, so it's fine. The actual dipstick is right up here. It wouldn't do any good to check it right now. And the breather goes here. This will have to come out, and then it just screws in right there. All right, so we're gonna head over to the shop and install this for them. Well, here I am, YouTube. I'd like to apologize. So as it turns out, I was not allowed to film while in the shop at location. Some union policies were pretty stringent about video recording and didn't want to rock any boats. So now I'm back at Knox Kershaw to drop off the core. So I'd like to apologize for hyping you up, telling you I was going to give you a good video of replacing a transmission. Uh-oh, that one loosened up as I pulled in. So I just checked it like an hour ago. So, promising you a good video and then not delivering. Instead, I guess you can help me unload this transmission out of the back of the old service truck. I'm gonna leave it, it's kind of dark over there, but this is the back of the quality assurance building. This is where they do the final checks on the equipment. And I had another couple of core returns for some broom reversal valves. Oh, in case you're wondering, this is my solar panel that I use to keep my welder battery charged because it likes to die on me. I don't use it often enough for the battery to stay charged. There's one strip. Straps. So, I guess I could give you a rundown. We took the old transmission while it was still in the machine, and we tested the pressures as we shifted the gears and checked for engagement, as the machine did not want to move in first, second, third, or fourth, only in fifth and sixth. We noticed that there was no shifting pressures between first and second, second and third, third and fourth. Meaning the hubs were not engaging. If there's no drop in pressure between two gears, it means that the hub is already filled with fluid, and therefore there's no drop in pressure. So that means that the hubs must have been stuck in the semi-open position and were not retracting when shifted out of the gear. Or they were stuck in the compressed position and were therefore not expanding with fluid. Oh my God. But as we shifted into fifth gear, there was a significant drop in pressure and then a rise, meaning that hub was filled with fluid. So we did a few more checks just to make sure that the gears were not stuck. We looked at the stems, make sure they were not bent. Every one of them were straight. We could have taken a little bit of extra time and just tried changing out the valve body on the front to see if that made a difference. But then we would have run the risk of running bad fluid from clutch packs through a new valve body, causing it premature damage. So anyway, loud noises. Let's see if I can do this.
Mark's gonna get here either tomorrow morning or on Monday morning. Roll up his door and ask, who left the transmission outside my door? So, there we go. Bye-bye transmission. Been hauling you around for the last 2 days. Thanks for keeping me company. And for those of you wondering, the new guy worked out okay for me at least. He was pretty helpful. I was glad to have him. So, if you stuck around this long, you watched everything, I just want to say thanks for watching. I appreciate your support. Leave me a like, a comment, subscribe if you feel like it. And hopefully I can bring you more good content later. Have yourself a safe day.